It's always been so crazy to me how someone could literally disappear in the blink of an eye. It's literally like 1 second they're there and then the next second they're gone and there's literally zero trace of them. That's exactly what happened to this woman here, Francisca Cadenas Marquez, and she was living in a small town in Spain known as Hornachos. Now, there's not a lot of information out there on what is currently happening on her case, but there are a few summaries that we can share. So when she disappeared in 2017, she was 59 years old, and everyone just knew her as a lovely lady. She was very traditional. She loved being at home and taking care of everyone around her. She was also married and had 3 children. Now, on the day she disappeared, she happened to be hosting a few friends at her home, and they also had a young daughter that Francisca would often babysit. So after the visit to Francisca's home, the couple was leaving along with their daughter, so Francisca decided to walk them out. Before she left her house, she told one of her sons that was there that she would be right back and she would come back and make him some food. Now, where her friends had parked was literally 50 meters away from her front door. She would have exited her front door and then walked uphill just a very short distance before turning left. And then when she turned left with her friends, they would have entered this lit up alleyway where they would have parked. And as you can see, there's no other exits or entries along the side wall. As she was walking up the road to the parking area, there were other witnesses that said they saw her walking and everything just seemed totally fine. Even the friends that she was with that day said that as they were leaving the parking area, they looked in their rearview mirror and they had seen her walking back home. So her son was waiting at the house for her, but after 10-15 minutes or so, he started to get really worried because it just would not have taken her that long to drop off her friends at the parking area. Her son goes outside, starts looking for her mom. He even calls the people that had just been with her, and they told her that they had seen her as they were leaving. But there was literally zero trace of Francisca. No one had seen anything and no one had heard anything either. Now at this point, it had been almost 11 o'clock in the evening. So according to her son and her husband, she was just not the type of woman to go out that late at night, especially without telling anyone what her plans were. Around 11:15 p.m. that night, they gathered a bunch of their neighbors and their friends and they started searching throughout the entire town. Now, Hornachos is quite a small town. It's not known for having very high crime rates. So to everyone, it just seemed very odd and out of character for the people living in this area to do something like this. And just as quickly as Francisca disappeared, her case also went ice cold. At this point, police do suspect that some foul play was involved in her disappearance since she was just not the type of woman to disappear on her own. So if you have any clues or any ideas to what happened to Francisca, contact this email or phone number here.